We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Walk 54. Walk.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Right there, 54. Right.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Check. Crunch. 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 Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. 180. What's the run? They're running it. I got this. Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Check Mike 11. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Garoppolo now. He wants it all for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
One, Omaha. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
54 Mike. Hey, that's good. 54 Mike. Check.
Murray now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Murray now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike's 50. 50. I got him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Crosby with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 1, Omaha.
I'm coming.
21, 21. Here we go.
Kill. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Big Ed.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Bring it.
Get hot!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! 21.
Check.
Blue draw, Corker.
Switch.
Get hot!
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Kill.
Flag!
Hey, turn it up.
12. Get hot!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mike, 56. Come on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56. Check 56. And I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike. Hayward.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Well, that second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
11.
Hey, switch gears.
X3, 218, chopper. 65. 6. Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And some space here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got daylight, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football. And
you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Two.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. Hey, exit. 20. You ain't doing nothing today. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Garoppolo now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hey, gun. Motion. 21. Mike 20. 21.
Check 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Vic.
You got nothing. Show it up.
On second down, it's Coleman, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 16.
Hey, gun.
Hey, Mike 20.
11.
Watch twist.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 20. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
I got you.
Hey, Mike.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
White.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
White.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. On 1st down, Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
13.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check. 56. Mike, 56. Right on. 56. 6 man. Check curls.
Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to go for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 56 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
21.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 20.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 10.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Two. I got this. Set hot.
20, Mike, 20.
Set hot.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to try to over the sideline? No, son.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Lock! Hey, Echo! Don't let him breathe!
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Check.
Back to throw it. Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Smooth. Hey, come on.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
I'm going to run you over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.